Okay guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. It's Jay Ayyo. This is where we turn viral moments into teachable lessons, and today is no different. So today we are going to be looking at the issue concerning a junior minister and a councillor in the JLP party. Now, the JLP party is the ruling party that controls the government in Jamaica. Now, there has been an issue that has come up between what a lady known as Rosalie Hamilton, who serves in the Raytown area. So she's a councillor. The issue that she has is Member of Parliament known as Mr. Donovan Williams. He's also a junior minister. That councillor sits below that Member of Parliament, meaning that that Member of Parliament's area covers the Raytown area, which that councillor is in. The issue arises where the councillor pretty much has said, you know, hey, I've been having some issues. Let's lay off the accusations or the conversations that have been going back and forth. However, that happened a year ago. Now it's come back up again. And what has been said is, you know, more or less, this councillor is upset with what Mr. Donovan has done. Now, the councillor, which is Rosalie Hamilton, has gone on a public platform and said, hey, you know, I'm upset about this. When I say this, I'm upset that you're not serving the constituents properly, that you're not listening to them, you're not listening to the advice that I am saying, and as such, these are where my grievances more or less lie. And this has been going on. So, since Councillor Rosalie Hamilton has issued these statements, Minister Mr. Donovan Williams has decided to sue Councillor Rosalie Hamilton. Now, just so we are clear, Mr. Donovan Williams and Rosalie Hamilton are from the same party, which is the Jamaica Labour Party, which is the Dr. Andrew Holness's, the Most Honourable Andrew Holness's party. Now, the councillor asserted and said also that the Prime Minister's wife, MP, who is also the Speaker of the House in Jamaica, that she's been kind of more or less intimidating or stopping Rosalie Hamilton's, let's say, progress to move up politically. Now, Rosalie Hamilton has said that she will do anything to ensure that Mr. Donovan Williams does not get re-elected. She has also said that he has stolen money, has said things which he hasn't done, or said things which he hasn't done, and there's a lot of what we would say a political ticking, a lot of politics, a lot of politicking in the party. Now, what should be said is that why do we have ruling parties? Now, we have ruling parties because that is the way in which you canvass votes, where that the party that has the most votes or most constituency or holds majority control get to go and control government, just like JLP. That's what JLP does right now. They have the control votes, that's why they're in. However, there's an issue within the party, and more often than not, there tends to be a lot of issues in parties where councillors, MPs, ministers, senior leaders, general secretary, chairman of the party rather, even so, they'll have disagreements. But one thing with the party is that you don't outside the public and say what your disagreements is with the Prime Minister, with a minister, with a general secretary, with the chairman, right? You don't do that. That's a no-no. That's number one political rule you do not break. You do not break ranks and say stuff outside. Now, since the statements that Councillor Rosalie Hamilton has said, she has now been sued by Mr. Donovan Williams, the Honourable Williams, Junior Minister, right? Miss Rosalie Hamilton has counter-sued the Junior Minister's sue. So she's like, okay, well, if you think what I'm saying is wrong, I'm gonna sue you. So she countersued. Now that is very interesting because in law, truth is the defense. So if all of which she is saying is the truth, you can't sue somebody for the in certain instances, politically and trying to save face. People will do that in an attempt to save face, to say, well, you know, I'm gonna sue her and see if that will, you know, if we can sort of hush hush. That's what people do. That's what political parties or individuals in a political party will do, just to kind of save face publicly. Now, the other assertion that Rosalie Hamilton has said is that Mr. Donovan Williams allegedly does not know how to talk to people. He has an anger problem. People have issues with him. He doesn't fund programs properly. When he gets funding, he siphons off the money, allegedly. Now, these are all alleged statements. Now, in the court of law, being all learned individuals here, that is a serious accusation. And if it is found true, it more or less would reflect badly on the Honorable Prime Minister, who is in his third term. But this is to be expected because a lot of political issues tend to arise in parties or give a rise because once you have human beings in the mix, there will be issues, there will be political problems, and you will more or less have to sort it out. Now, at the end of the day, Miss Rosalie Hamilton feels aggrieved by what has been going on and what has been taking place, so much so that she has gone on the record to say that she will ensure that Mr. Donovan Williams loses his seat. And the unfortunate thing about this situation is that it doesn't reflect well on the Jamaican Labour Party, because they've had a lot of scandals and a lot of issues. However, they've overcome them due to excellent marketing tricks and gimmicks. But the fact of the matter is, if you do not have your party under control, or rather, because what was also asserted by Miss Rosalie Hamilton is that the truth is the party, as if it's their company, just for their gain, and nobody else is supposed to benefit and reap gain and all of that, which is not the purpose of the party. The party is supposed to help the community, the people who voted them up, the people who put them in these positions of power, to help the community. And not to say that they haven't helped, but you can't, when you go, you can't own the party and so the party belongs to me and da 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 da. That is why when people are in power too long, it creates problem, and people tend to want to be a Napoleon, which is more or less what Rosalie Hamilton is asserting. And she has said that she's made representations and spoken to leadership about her concerns and her issues, and they've all been squashed. So now it is coming to light, and it's going to be interesting seeing what's going to happen. Now, the lesson out of this is that when you join a party or join a political party, you have to ensure that you're only going in there for so much amount of time, whether it's 1 term, 2 terms, do the results, do the work, get the results, and that's it. It's when you stay in the party too long and all those ideas which would have been good at a time would have been useful at that certain moment. But now, those ideas don't really serve much purpose, and it kind of stalls for the new generation to come up, which is what Miss Rosalie is saying. However, lesson is, when you go into an institution or organization or party to lead, you do just that. You do your time and you set way for new leadership or young leadership. Guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I'll see you in the next video.